The second season starts with Saitama and Genos returning from the grocery store when they spot King, S-class hero rank 7. Kung Stretcher terrorizes the populace but immediately surrenders when confronting King due to hearing King's engine, a very intimidating sound that emanates from King when he is preparing for battle. A robot named G4 soon challenges King to a fight, but lets King leave with his excuse of going to the bathroom so they can fight at full power. However, G4 will start murdering innocent civilians nearby if King doesn't return in 10 minutes. King panics because he isn't the strongest human alive, but a normal ordinary otaku who happened to be at the right place at the right time where monsters were destroyed and was given the credit, which he started accepting to become popular. The King's engine turns out to just be his heartbeat when he gets extremely nervous. When King sees Genos fighting G4, King runs away to his house to play his video game, Heartbeat Hottie Sisters 2. Saitama follows him and King is embarrassed to be caught playing a dating sim and switches to another game. Saitama plays video games with King, much to King's chagrin. Giant Crow attacks King's apartment, and in a state of panic King wets his pants and exposes his deception. Saitama kills the bird monster, which makes King realize it was Saitama who had saved him from the monster, Octopus Claw Man, that gave him the scar on his left eye long ago. Afterwards, Saitama plays video games with King while Genos gets upgrades from G4's equipment from Dr. Kuseno after defeating the robot. Sitch announces that he will be recruiting criminals to battle monsters due to the increased rate of monster appearances and the impending prophecy from Shibabawa. With heroes stretched thin, the Hero Association is willing to recruit Speed a Sound Sonic, but he leaves the meeting after discovering Saitama was not present, as he only attended the meeting to fight him. In Z City, Fubuki is discussing Saitama's unusual strength and rise in ranks with Eyelashes and Mountain Ape. They head out to look for Saitama. Saitama continues playing video games with King and is visibly annoyed at King hogging all the in-game items to the point of accidentally destroying his controller. In the post-credit scene, a man named Guru proclaims that this will be a slaughter party after reading the paper. During the meeting, Guru insults both the heroes and the criminals, saying that he is on the side of monsters and declares everyone else as his enemy. He beats up the criminals and Sitch's guards, Magic Trick Man, Blue Fire and Heavy Tank Loincloth using his martial arts skills. Guru leaves Sitch alone to leave as a message to spread the word of the monster Guru. Meanwhile, Saitama is at his apartment playing video games on the PlayStation Portable that he borrowed from King. While Genos is doing chores, he hears a knock on the door. Genos opens the door to see Speed a Sound Sonic trying to find Saitama to fight him. While Genos and Sonic fight someplace else, Fubuki, leader of the Blizzard Group and B-Class Rank 1 hero, tries to coerce Saitama in joining her faction. Fubuki fails to convince Saitama, and orders her underlings, Eyelashes and Mountain Ape, to attack him, but Saitama easily beats them in one punch. Fubuki uses her psychic abilities to seemingly defeat Saitama, but Saitama remains unfazed from her attacks. He then berates her for surrounding herself with underlings to bolster her own strength. However, he tells her when she faces an enemy that would be stronger than her and her underlings, she will have no one to rely on. Saitama proclaims that factions are useless and warns the Esper to never insult heroes ever again. Fubuki ignores his lecture and tries to attack him again, but Saitama notices Sonic and Genos fighting behind her before an imminent explosion. When the explosion clears, it is shown that Saitama saved Fubuki from the blast while remaining unscathed himself. Genos introduces himself to Fubuki as Saitama's disciple, much to her surprise, as an S-class hero being the disciple of a B-class hero makes no sense to her. Sonic insults Genos by saying that he's slow, while Genos counters that he wasn't even trying. Genos gets faster and manages to cut off Sonic's ponytail. Sonic retorts by becoming even faster and making shadow clone after images. Genos tries to create a huge explosion which would defeat Sonic, but Saitama knocks Genos down beforehand, reminding him of why he has his weapons in the first place and that if he made the explosion, it would have destroyed Saitama's apartment. Saitama then challenges Sonic much to Sonic's excitement, and Sonic uses a more advanced shadow clone technique than the one he used on Genos. Saitama counters it with killer move serious side hops. Essentially just jumping from side to side so fast that a normal human eye can't see. Sonic is shocked, and in the moment Saitama passes through Sonic's after images causing Sonic to crash to the ground, badly bruised and defeated, while Fubuki silently watches the whole thing in awe of Saitama's ability to easily defeat such a powerful opponent. Later in Saitama's apartment, Fubuki reveals that she is the younger sister of Tatsumaki, S-class hero rank 2 known as Tornado of Terror. Due to Tatsumaki being overwhelmingly strong compared to her, Fubuki gathers underlings to be stronger. Genos asks why she doesn't strive to be A-class rank 1, But Fubuki says she can't because the heroes holding the top spot of A-class such as Sweet Mask and Atomic Samurai's disciples are beyond her strength. Fubuki also says that she would never be ranked number 1. Fubuki tries to convince Saitama one last time to join her faction, but Saitama refuses. Before Fubuki could insult him, King arrives to retrieve his video game console. Fubuki is shocked to be in King's presence, while Saitama tries to explain that he accidentally destroyed the PSP as well as erased King's save data. The Hero Association gives Saitama the hero name Caped Baldy because of his appearance, while Genos is named Demon Cyborg due to his aggressive and unrelenting attacks. In the closing scene, Guru defeats Tank Top Vegetarian in an alleyway. The episode begins in Z City at Bang's dojo, where a beaten and bruised Chiranko lies motionless on the floor. Bang urges him to keep fighting due to him being in the dojo for 6 months, but when Chiranko doesn't stand, Bang shames him for not being able to learn any martial arts and kicks him out of the dojo, telling him to never return. Later, Chiranko is seen talking in Saitama's apartment with Genos. When Genos asks Chiranko about what happened to him, Chiranko explains how Bang suddenly beat him senseless while stating it was a lesson. King, Fubuki and Saitama can be seen doing their own thing. Genos inquires whether Bang's strange behavior is linked with Guru's recent rampage at the Hero Association and theorizes Bang wanted Chiranko to leave in order to keep him safe from Guru's wrath. When Genos asks Saitama over the recent events, Saitama's only thoughts are on Bang's hero name, Silver Fang, and ponders how it is far cooler sounding than Caped Baldy. As Chiranko leaves and walks around, he thinks how he himself had been holding Bang back from doing the right thing. As he thinks of what he would do to Guru, he hears Guru himself in the distance, talking with Mumen Rider. Mumen Rider, thinking Guru is a fan of him, is shocked that Guru plans to hunt heroes, starting with him. As Guru states his intention of being a monster, Tank Top Vegetarian arrives with the Tank Topper army, seeking revenge for the previous day. Guru quickly punches him and proceeds to attack the rest of the group when Tank Top Master himself arrives, punching Guru away. As an excited Guru sees an S-class hero in the battle, Tank Top Master punches the ground, splitting the concretes, unbalancing Guru and proceeds to charge and ram Guru with his famous Tank Top tackle. As the Tank Topper army marvels at their leader's strength, Guru lands from being launched in the air but bleeds from the hit. Seeing Guru survive, Tank Top Master ponders whether Guru is really human. Back in the dojo, Bang stands by himself before his brother Bomb arrives. Bang thanks his older brother for taking the time to help him but states how in the years past since he defeated and banished Guru, how much stronger and more dangerous Guru is now. Back in the battle, Tank Top Master continues to beat Guru with more attacks. He wonders how despite being human, he feels an urge to kill him as a monster. Before landing the final punch on Guru, Mumen Rider runs in and takes the punch himself. As he gets up, he reprimands Tank Top Master for attempting to kill a human as a hero. A shocked Tank Top Master agrees and feels guilty, though his Tank Topper army argues that it was Guru who instigated a fight with them. Stating the fight was over, Tank Top Master tells a bloodied and bruised Guru to leave and never cause trouble again. As Guru walks away, faking his remorse, he stops and states that he'll kill them all anyway. Expecting his attitude, Tank Top Master lands a blow on Guru. Guru swings around and unwittingly performs the water stream rock smashing fist martial art. Despite hating the technique as it reminds him of his former master Bang, he uses it to great effect and brings Tank Top Master to his knees in mere seconds. As Guru taunts the injured S-class hero, he states that it will be his job as the human monster to defeat heroes. Tank Top Master hears his name, Guru the human monster, and urges him to spare his group. Mumen Rider tries to ram his bike at Guru but is grabbed by the neck and mercilessly pummeled to the ground, breaking his helmet and bloodying his face. Guru then speeds around the Tank Topper army and with his superior martial arts and speed, he brutally beats them all in a display of skill, speed and violence. A nearby Chiranko hears the carnage and finally tries to beat Guru by using water stream rock smashing fist but is defeated anyway. In the morning, Bang and Bomb sees the damage Guru has done and remark on where he will strike next. Bang sees a beaten Chiranko on the ground, his last pupil trying to end the problem he himself created. 3 C-class heroes walk around trying to find Guru. 2 of them, Studless and Hyodoko, are unnerved at the news Guru defeated an S-class hero, but the third, Red Nose, pushes their worries aside stating Guru is only a human. As they try to reason and say that Guru is a former student of Bang, Red Nose confidently shows of his own martial arts technique. As he demonstrates how he will beat Guru, Guru himself shows up behind them, beating them off screen. Saitama visits Mumen Rider in the hospital with some bananas to cheer him up. Mumen Rider expresses gratitude that Saitama showed up to visit him. Saitama states how the incident is all over the Hero Association newspaper and Mumen Rider explains how despite being human, Guru was more skilled and dangerous than even the Deep Sea King. Tank Top Master joins the conversation and says how it was his martial arts skills that defeated them. Saitama wonders who the stranger who joined them is and recognizes him as the one who got his ass beaten the most. Tank Top Master angrily states he was holding his ground but is calmed and composed when Saitama offers him a banana. Meanwhile, Terio, a lonely kid, is reading a book in a playground when Guru suddenly appears. Guru takes interest in his book and Terio explains it was a guide about different heroes and monsters in the past. Guru tries to borrow the book but Terio stingily refuses. A short while later, he notices how it states when specific heroes go to certain places at certain times and use the information to continue his hero hunt. Tank Top Master explains to Saitama how while most monsters use their energy in a frenzied attack to do damage, Guru specifically uses techniques and skills to bring down opponents by targeting vulnerable weak points. His martial arts allow him to do more damage than what he receives. Saitama then visits Chiranko in the hospital and tells him about his intentions to learn martial arts and get better. Chiranko instead antagonizes him about how he can't begin martial arts as someone who knows not even the basics and principles, suggesting he go to Bang since Bang already wanted Saitama to become a student of him. As Saitama leaves, saying that Chiranko was useless, the latter begs him to return and gives him a ticket to the super fight martial arts competition he entered. Chiranko tells him that as he is injured he can't attend, but the ticket allows entry into the stadium and that Saitama can watch the fights. Saitama ignores him and stares at the prospect of the 3 million yen prize to the final champion. At a bar, Guru attempts to goad the A-class hero Golden Ball into a fight, even rudely destroying his beer pint in order to get to him. Eventually, Golden Ball leads him to a dark alleyway to fight. As Guru says how as drunk as he is, Golden Ball won't defeat him. He is caught off guard by a shape memory Golden Ball that grazes his cheek. Stating that the hero hunter is nothing compared to him, Golden Ball ricochets another shot that hits Guru's right leg. Frustrated at Guru continually boasting, Golden Ball unleashes his golden breakout move, firing multiple shots that ricochet around the alley. Guru dodges the projectiles with minimal effort, shocking the A-class hero and eventually, brings all the projectiles down with blocks and kicks. Without any more ammo left, Golden Ball is left at the mercy of Guru's wrath when Spring Mustachio arrives. When Guru states that swinging a sword in a cramped area would disadvantage him, Golden Ball advises Spring Mustachio that Guru's leg is injured, slowing him down. Spring Mustachio forces Guru back with frenzied sword swings and manages to position Guru for his tomboy finishing move. Guru, instead of being defeated, allows the sword to pierce his hand, shocking Spring Mustachio and defeating him in a single punch to the face. Guru states how the hero guide's contents lists their finishing moves and allowed him to defeat them. When Golden Ball states him not to get too cocky, that someone will eventually beat him, Guru responds by saying he will get stronger and stronger and will be as cocky as he wants to be. In the city, Zymete, a sleazy worker of the Hero Association, is walking with two young girls at his side, saying how as a worker of the Hero Association, it is his job to maintain peace. He states how he may allow the girls to see Sweet Mask, their idol, if they kiss his cheeks. When the girl feels unsure, Guru arrives behind them and states how he wants to see Sweet Mask too, kisses his fist, before punching Zymete unconscious. Guru walks around, stating to himself how great it felt to beat those A-class heroes and now he feels like stepping in poop for beating that pathetic Hero Association worker, stating that his pathetic boasting makes him sick. As Guru walks around, he hears Saitama behind him. Saitama has found a wig, stating how he finally found you. Thinking Saitama is just a low-level hero, trying to gain attention for beating Guru, he attempts to silence Saitama with a swift chop to the shoulder, cracking the ground at the bottom of his feet. Guru becomes shocked that his strike did nothing. Saitama asks him if Guru is trying to rob him and returns with a chop of his own, bringing Guru down and knocking him unconscious from the sheer force. As Guru falls to the floor, Saitama buys the wig as part of his Chiranko disguise. In a post-credit scene, Genos sees Saitama put on a wig. Worried about Saitama's bald crisis, Genos calls Dr. Kuseno and asks about synthetic hair implants for his master. Saitama tries to reason with Genos, stating how the wig is for the martial arts competition he is entering today. When Guru was young, he always rooted for the bad guys to win due to the good guys being too popular. When he asked his father replies that the good guys will always win. Guru found that unfair to the monsters because to him the monsters were always the ones trying their best to win, but will lose all the time because they were seen as freaks. Unwilling to accept the status quo, Guru resolved to become the strongest monster and never lose, and to change the scenario. Guru wakes up from his defeat against Saitama, with no memory of what happened. Guru meets up with the same young boy, Terio, and sees Watchdog Man and Metal Bat, and plans to find them. Saitama signs up for the Super Fight tournament posing as Chiranko, and is looking over a list of the contestants of the tournament when Sour Face, a former disciple of Bang, shows up. Sour Face plans to win the tournament to be famous like Bang, and reveals that the year before a contestant named Wolfman won the tournament. However, the authorities found the real Wolfman tied up, which is why there's a new rule that if there are any participants that are wearing disguises or is an imposter, then the participant will be disqualified and banned from the tournament forever, as well as paying a heavy fee. It is also revealed that 6 months ago Guru decided that he has nothing left to learn and rampaged through the dojo, disabling many of the students, including Sour Face. Guru then received a beating from Bang and was expelled from the dojo, which also caused Sour Face to quit the dojo. When Sour Face insults Chiranko, Saitama points out that at least Chiranko was brave to fight against Guru one-on-one while Sour Face quit, and vows to win the tournament, which angers Sour Face. Meanwhile, the Hero Association plans to protect its officials from monster attacks by assigning S-class heroes as their bodyguards. King manages to talk his way out by misrepresenting the facts, stating that he's fighting against a secret boss which the staff misunderstood as a real monster, where in reality he is playing a video game. Metal Bat is forced to babysit Narinki, a VIP sponsor of the Hero Association, and his son Waganma at a mouse sushi restaurant in S City instead of watching his little sister play piano. When Metal Bat receives a call from his sister, two monsters, Junior Centipede and Venus Mantrap, attack Narinki, but Metal Bat easily kills them. Suddenly, another monster named Senior Centipede attacks Metal Bat. A monster named Rafflesidon appears and releases sleeping gas which knocks out Narinki and Waganma. Metal Bat is forced to endure many hits before hitting himself in the head, which pumps adrenaline and wakes him up before killing the two demon-level monsters. Two local heroes, Pineapple and Mohican, took Narinki and Waganma when a dragon-level monster named Elder Centipede attacks Metal Bat. During the fight, Elder Centipede knocks Metal Bat near Guru. Thinking that Metal Bat is dead, Guru plans to find Watchdog Man when Metal Bat wakes up. Guru wants to fight Metal Bat. Metal Bat initially refuses but barely blocks an attack from Guru. Elsewhere, a martial artist named Sweryu asks two girls to lead him to the super fight tournament. Metal Knight attempts to battle Elder Centipede by firing missiles, but fails to make even a scratch. After a lengthy battle, Guru seemingly beats Metal Bat, but grudgingly admits that Metal Bat would have won if he hit him once. To Guru's surprise, Metal Bat gets up and nearly kills Guru when Guru's back was turned, but stops when his younger sister, Zenko, finds him. Guru counterattacks, and is about to hit Metal Bat when Zenko gets between them and orders them to stop fighting due to a promise of Metal Bat never showing violence to Zenko. Guru relents because he has a soft spot for kids and walks away to find Watchdog Man. Metal Bat attempts to confront Elder Centipede but collapses due to too much damage from his battles with Elder Centipede and Guru. The two C-class heroes, Pineapple and Mohican, who have the unconscious Narinki and Waganma, are confronted by Rhino Wrestler and are both swiftly defeated, which causes the monsters to capture Waganma. Sludge Jellyfish oozes his way towards Zenko to use as a hostage but is blasted apart by Guru. Guru prepares to fight but Phoenix Man calls for a ceasefire. The two monsters try to persuade Guru to join the Monster Association, but Guru refuses. Phoenix Man promises Guru that they will meet again if Guru continues to hunt for heroes, and tells Elder Centipede and the rest of the monsters to retreat, with Metal Knight attaching itself to Elder Centipede and following them. Bang and Bomb are trying to find Guru, and Bang lets out his frustration on a monster named Fist Fight Jin, killing him violently. Many monsters of different disaster levels, Martial Gorilla, Deus, 100 Eyes Octopus, Pureblood, Mycoplasma and more, simultaneously attack heroes, stretching the heroes' force thin, which alarms the Hero Association. Before Deus could kill Dynamite Man with her mind-controlled heroes, her power being that if she whips someone, they will be under her control, Fubuki stops her attack. Meanwhile, in the Super Fight tournament, Saitama is introduced to Bakuzan, Sweryu, Lightning Max, Lin Lin, Hamakichi, Chose, Zakos and Snek with Genos in the crowd. Sweryu notices Bakuzan's bloodlust towards him, and is only after the prize money, although Sweryu wished he could have fought against Wolf Man, who was Guru at the time. After Lightning Max defeats Lin Lin, Zakos reveals that the fighters are often paired up based on their apparent strength. Saitama deduces that Zakos is weak since he's paired up with Saitama, Saitama being sorted due to him appearing weak, which angers Zakos. To be expected, Saitama slaps Zakos in one hit, winning the battle much to Saitama's annoyance. Sweryu notices Saitama's strength and is excited that he will face Saitama in the finals. Lightning Max loses his fight with Sweryu, while Genos gets a message concerning a lot of monsters around the city. Snek beats his opponent Benpatsu as the announcers receive alerts about monsters and plan on evacuating the audience, but Bakuzan convinces them not to. Sour Face beats his opponent Jackman, but they part on good terms. Soreface excitedly tells Saitama that he won, but Saitama had gone to the bathroom. When Saitama faces off against Bakuzan, Bakuzan sadistically describes how he will destroy Saitama, but when Bakuzan touches Saitama's wig, Saitama comically punches him out of the tournament in one hit. Genos manages to kill all but one of the monsters, the demon-level awakened cockroach, whom barely escaped. While Genos' back was turned, he is suddenly attacked by a mysterious being. Some of the Hero Association members find Pineapple and Mohican, and they learn that Waganma was captured, but not Narinki. Meanwhile, Dues successfully manages to brainwash all of Fubuki's henchmen, but Fubuki repels them back. Dues asserts she's attacking Fubuki so that she can face Tatsumaki, but Fubuki tells her that whenever she's hurt, Tatsumaki will know. Right on cue, a monster lands in front of Dues, with Tatsumaki arriving. Dues orders Fubuki's mind-controlled henchman to attack Tatsumaki while she flees, but Tatsumaki easily knocks the henchman into buildings. Tatsumaki lectures Fubuki that surrounding yourself with henchmen will cause you to become weak before flying away. When Suiryu and Snek face off, Suiryu casually avoids Snek's strikes. He taunts Snek by telling him that he is ineffectual as a hero, and that he sought power with no particular agenda. Suiryu's nonchalant attitude enrages Snek, but Suiryu knocks him out with a single blow as he muses that no matter what happens, the truly strong will always survive. Sweet Mask's concert is attacked by monsters. A group of monsters are attacking a hospital where Mumen Rider and Tanktop Master are at. A monster named Nyan looks for Pori Pori Prisoner, but the prisoners reveal that Pori Pori Prisoner escaped prison to fight against the monsters, and two monsters named Gyoro Gyoro and Orochi have captured Metal Knight. In the post-credit scene, Guru sees Watchdog Man, Saitama is in the bathroom, and a dragon-level monster named Guketsu is revealed to be the one who defeated Genos. Child Emperor uses his robot Underdog Man number 22 to analyze a monster named Eyesight's poisons to find a cure for the paralysis. He proceeds to detonate Underdog Man when it's near Eyesight, but that did not successfully kill her as she hardened her skin. Eyesight then manages to find Child Emperor, but is interrupted and eaten by Pig God, S-Class Hero rank 10. Pig God decides to go after the other monsters in Y City afterwards. Guru tries to go after Watchdog Man, S-Class Hero rank 12, but a monster beats him to it. Drive Knight, S-Class Hero rank 9, interrogates a monster he spared after killing the others. Death Gatling, Class A Hero rank 8, gathers other heroes to fight 100 Eyes Octopus, but Flashy Flash, S-Class Hero rank 13, arrives and grievously wounds it with his incredible speed. Right when Flashy Flash is about to unleash his final move, Tatsumaki, S-Class Hero rank 2, arrives and kills 100 Eyes Octopus with ease, berating Flashy Flash for being too slow before leaving, but not before Flash insults her back. Sweet Mask kills monsters in his concert, and Mumen Rider and Tanktop Master defeat monsters in the hospital. Atomic Samurai attends a meeting with the Council of Swordmasters, Nichiren, Amahare, Zanbai, and Harajiri, to discuss the Guru problem. Harajiri reveals that he has sided with the Monster Association, and gives the Sword Masters 3 monster cells which will amplify their strength, speed and skill at the cost of their humanity and turning them into monsters. Harajiri tries to kill Atomic Samurai, as per order of Monster Association, but Atomic Samurai slays Harajiri before leaving with his disciples, Bushi Drill, Ian and Okamaitachi, to find the Monster Association base. Meanwhile in the Super Fight tournament, Saitama defeats Soreface and Chose before facing off against Suiryu in the finals, with Suiryu promising to show Saitama what martial arts are all about. During the fight Suiryu begins to express his disdain about the hero lifestyle, and tries to persuade Saitama not to become a hero since it is pointless and boring to do heroic justice and save the day. Instead, Suiryu remarks that people with great strength such as Saitama should seek thrills, just like him before he kicks Saitama in the head. Angered and annoyed, Saitama lets the kick connect, knocking the wig off his head. Finally exposed, Saitama throws a short-range punch while exclaiming that if Suiryu's goal is to seek fun, he shouldn't try to make himself stronger than he is currently. However, Saitama restrains his punch before it hits Suiryu, which creates a powerful shockwave that blows off Suiryu's clothes, exposing his muscular body and leaving him in a state of deep shock. Despite Saitama being disqualified, Suiryu still attacks Saitama in anger, even using his final attack, Void Phoenix Ascension Fist. Saitama is unfazed by the assault. When Saitama says that martial arts are techniques that make you look cool, and starts spinning around, Suiryu tries to attack Saitama yet again but is knocked back by Saitama into a wall while taking Saitama's white belt, resulting in Saitama's pants falling down. Despite Suiryu embarrassing Saitama with that action, he is still in deep shock that he lost. Later, Genos wakes up from the wreckage, and a monster is heading toward the martial arts tournament. After the match between Saitama and Suiryu, the closing ceremony wraps up the tournament. The announcer congratulates Suiryu on his win and the fact he finished unscathed, though Suiryu wonders what would have happened if Saitama hadn't pulled his punch. Out of nowhere, announcements are made that there are monsters around the arena and the attendants are advised to remain inside to be safe. Suiryu, in an attempt to get Saitama out of his head, flirts with an attractive assistant, calling her cute, when people begin yelling about something approaching the arena and black feathers begin to fall onto the stage. The three crows land, with Rosie, Dave, and Bazuzu in their grasps. Benpatsu tries to flee but is stopped by Guketsu, who enters the stadium. He easily crushes Benpatsu under his foot and tosses his body in front of the other contestants. Guketsu mocks the contestants, whom he deems weak, but states they may be useful to him as monsters. Snake and Lightning Max confront Guketsu, only to be kicked into the sky and mocked for their efforts. Guketsu introduces himself as a member of the Monster Association. Zakos and the announcer realize that Guketsu was once a previous winner of the tournament. Guketsu explains that he was defeated by a certain monster, Orochi, but was given the chance by Gyoro and Orochi to become a monster, and gain immense strength, in exchange for his loyalty to the Monster Association. He then reveals monster cells, the key to his power. He makes the offer for the contestants to eat the monster cells and join the Monster Association, or be killed. Rosie immediately eats one and transforms into a monster. He attacks Dave, slamming his body into a wall. Despite his increased strength, he is no match for Chose, who easily breaks his neck. Chose notes the immense increase in power from eating the monster cells and consumes one himself, transforming into a monster. He knocks Jackman into the air, incapacitating him. Guketsu, impressed by Chose's monster form, threatens the remaining contestants into eating the cells or be killed by him. Benpatsu, worried for his life, consumes one, and is quickly followed by Hamakichi and Volton. Suiryu and the other contestants watch as they transform into monsters. Suiryu, still eager to get his defeat by Saitama out of his thoughts, asks the attractive assistant if she would go on a date with him if he defeats the monsters, to which she quickly agrees to. Guketsu sees that Suiryu rebels, and orders the new monsters to kill him. Giving the signal to kill him, Benpatsu speeds towards Suiryu, who quickly knocks him down. Suiryu punches Hamakichi in the face, and uses Benpatsu's body to incapacitate Volton without getting electrocuted. Chose then steps up to fight. Chose tries to stab Suiryu in the chest with his horns but is unable to pierce his skin. He summons a ball of energy and launches it towards Suiryu, who deflects it into the sky. Shocked by this unexpected occurrence, he is caught off guard by Suiryu, who knees him in the face and breaks his horns. The two continue fighting, at a speed where only Guketsu is able to observe them. Suiryu uses his move, Dark Body Phoenix Rising Fist, to launch Chose away, finally defeating him for good, but notes it has been a while since he had bled in a fight. Guketsu notes the waste of potential if he were to kill Suiryu, and gives him a final offer to eat a monster cell. Suiryu picks the monster cell up, pretending to ponder being a monster, then throws the cell at Guketsu, saying he wouldn't be able to stand being as ugly as him. Suiryu jumps up and attempts to strike Guketsu's face but is violently knocked to the floor, causing him to vomit blood. Meanwhile, in City Q, Guru sees Watchdog Man sitting atop a pile of defeated monsters. Eager to defeat the hero, Guru attacks, using his Water Stream Rock Smashing Fist technique. However, all his attacks are thwarted by the hero, who effortlessly parries each of Guru's blows. Guru is furious by this, and is quickly kicked in the face. Watchdog Man speeds around and attacks Guru, who takes a defensive stance and notes that the hero doesn't fight like a man, but rather an animal. Back in the stadium, Guketsu stands over an injured Suiryu and gives him 3 seconds to stand or get crushed. Suiryu gets up and tries to attack Guketsu's face again, using multiple punches and strikes, but Guketsu is unharmed by his attacks. Suiryu watches as the crows start attacking the other contestants and innocents, but is punched to the ground by Guketsu. Suiryu tries his most powerful move, Dark Body Quake Tiger Fist, against the monster, but his attack is easily stopped. Guketsu throws Suiryu's body towards the crows as food and they begin to peck at him. Suiryu sees Bakuzen watching the battle, and asks him for help. Bakuzen mocks Suiryu, observing how the champion of the tournament is brought the brink of death by a monster. He rejects Suiryu's pleas for help and devours the remaining monster cells. Seemingly unable to handle the consumption of more than one monster cell, Bakuzen falls to the ground, much to the amusement of Guketsu. Elsewhere, the monster Jufri begins attacking the hospital where Moomen Rider and Tank Top Master are recovering. Stepping on an injured Moomen Rider, the monster prepares to kill him when a healed Tank Top Master arrives in time and tackles the monster out of the hospital, saving Moomen Rider. Moomen Rider is helped up by the Tank Top Master, and complements the S-Class hero's attack. Back in the stadium, the crows attack Suiryu, but are knocked aside by Snake and Lightning Max, who have donned their hero outfits. The heroes assist Suiryu in defeating the three crows. Suiryu, ready to escape, sees the two heroes taking a fighting stance towards Guketsu and asks why they aren't fleeing, noting they are weaker than himself and stand no chance against the monster. The two state that it's their job as heroes, and gives the chance for Suiryu to flee. Hearing Guketsu quickly crush the heroes, Suiryu tries to leap over the stadium to escape but is stopped by the newly transformed Bakuzan, who strikes him down to the ground. Guketsu notes Bakuzan has potentially reached the same threat level as him, Dragon. Seeing Suiryu trying to stand, Bakuzan leaps into the air and savagely attacks the helpless champion. Gyuro tells Orochi that their plan to take over the humans is in motion and seemingly working. Using a small flying drone like Eye, Gyuro contacts Guketsu, and tells him to return to the monster base, as S-class heroes may be arriving. Guketsu offers Bakuzan a chance to return to the monster's lair. Bakuzan sees this as an order and charges towards Guketsu, only to be threatened by him with a punch that purposely misses but punches a hole in the arena wall. Guketsu warns him not to get too cocky, as that their monster is far stronger than him in the Monster Association. Guketsu then leaves to return to the lair of the Monster Association. Bakuzan sees the fallen Suiryu, battered, bloodied and weak, pleading to leave him be and fully surrendering, stating he was done with the fighting. Instead of granting his wish, the monster grabs Suiryu by his long hair and lifts him towards his face, saying he enjoyed beating up the weak around him. A desperate Suiryu begins to rip his hair to escape Bakuzan's grasp and tries to walk away, only for him to sadistically break his already injured legs. Enjoying the feeling, Bakuzan steps on Suiryu again, tormenting him further and mocking the great Suiryu for screaming in agony. An utterly defeated Suiryu then pleads for someone, anyone, a hero, to help him, yelling out into the distance and seemingly getting no response. He pleads any hero who can hear him for help only to get silence in response. Seeing the unconscious Sour Face and Lin, seeing the battered Snack and Lightning Max, he pleads one of them to rise up and defeat Bakuzan, despite the heavily stacked odds against him. Bakuzan then steps on the unconscious bodies of the heroes and Suiryu begins to cry as his life is about to end, only for a confused Bakuzan to see no bodies where his footprint is and Saitama protects Snack and Max. Seeing the caped figure, Bakuzan asks who they are. Saitama responds he is merely a hero and tells Suiryu that his pleas for help weren't unheard. Complimenting Suiryu for holding his own, Saitama tells him to leave the rest to him and faces Bakuzan. Bakuzan recognizes Saitama as the one who defeated him, but Saitama kills Bakuzan in one punch. Saitama formally introduces himself to Suiryu as a hero and explains that he joined the martial arts tournament to find the hero hunter as well as experience martial arts. Saitama plans to leave but Suiryu begs Saitama not to because Guketsu is out there. Saitama ignores him nonetheless. Suiryu hears multiple shock waves, and believes Saitama is killed until Guketsu's decapitated head lands in front of him. Saitama returns and asks Suiryu to not tell anyone what happened, and Suiryu asks if he could become a hero. Saitama agrees, since a nobody like himself can become a hero. Shiryu also asks to be Saitama's disciple, to which Saitama declines. Puri prisoner manages to defeat a demon-level monster called Free Hugger by hugging it so tightly that it dies. Puri prisoner receives a call that his cell mates were captured by monsters. After talking to C-Class Water Gun, Saitama has an existential crisis by reflecting that his experience with martial arts and the Hero Association still left him bored. King meets up with Saitama and tries to explain that Saitama was so focused on being the strongest hero, he lost track of himself and should aim to be the best hero. Saitama declines, saying that it sounds boring, but just when he gives up hope, King offers to play against Saitama using only 2 fingers, rekindling Saitama's drive. Guru is defeated by Watchdog Man due to the unpredictable fighting style of Watchdog Man, but is filled with adrenaline on what he can learn. Guru sees King, and is about to hit him when Saitama kicks Guru into a concrete wall. Saitama mentions that there are news of a hero hunter, and can't wait to meet him. Genos is taken in for repairs to Dr. Kuseno. Meanwhile, Speed a Sound Sonic is training when he is attacked by 2 very powerful ninja warriors named Gale Wind and Hellfire Flame, who offer Sonic monster cells to become stronger. Sonic plans to eat the monster cells, but due to him cooking the monster cells he doesn't undergo transformation and has diarrhea instead. S-Class Hero Rank 8 Zombieman sees Martial Gorilla, and is about to follow him when Armored Gorilla encounters Martial Gorilla. Armored Gorilla knocks out Martial Gorilla, so Zombieman decides to follow Armored Gorilla instead. Bang and Bomb talk about Guru, and a monster infiltrates a member of the Hero Association to give them a message. Saitama loses to King multiple times in a fighting video game. While taking a break, Saitama notices King's emergency transmitter. Gyuro and Destrucloridium take control of an executive in the Hero Association as they negotiate for monsters and humans to coexist. Distrachloridum then kills an executive, revealing that they were lying and unveil their true plan to the Hero Association, for the heroes to assemble and face the entire Monster Association in an all-out battle. Distrachloridum then grabs his pistols to attack the remaining executives, but Superalloy Darkshine arrives and kills Distrachloridum after it fails to take control of Darkshine. Gyoro and Orochi hold a meeting for monsters to fight against the heroes, when Orochi notices a Awakened Cockroach and eats him due to the latter's loss in battle. Dues is spared from Orochi when Gyoro remarks that she has special abilities. Orochi asks Gyoro where Guketsu is, but Gyoro finds out that Guketsu was killed. Leaks that the Monster Association is going to war with the Hero Association reach the public and rogue monsters. The rogue monsters seek to join the Monster Association, but they are all slain by Saitama, who is late for garbage duty. Guru wakes up from Saitama's kick and sees A-class hero Death Gatling, but is too tired and goes to a shack to rest, yet Death Gatling notices him. Terrio and his friends find someone in their shack and force Terrio to get that person out. Guru and Terrio meet again, and Guru tells Terrio if he doesn't want anyone to bully him, he should get stronger. Genos gets upgrades from Dr. Kuseno to better handle villains. Death Gatling arrives with his crew, Stinger, Smile Man, Wildhorn, Chain and Toad, Glasses, Gun, and Shooter, to confront Guru. Guru notices the crew and looks at Terrio's almanac briefly before facing off against the heroes, loudly proclaiming that after defeating them, he will have beat 100 heroes. Guru lunges at the heroes, but is knocked back and kept unsteady by the barrage of attacks. Noting their teamwork, Guru targets Glasses, the presumed weak link, only to learn that Glasses is ready and able to fight as well. The heroes give the weakening Guru one last chance to surrender. As Guru catches his breath from being overwhelmed by the heroes, Death Gatling gives him one final chance to surrender. He explains to Guru that all the heroes present were all personally chosen by him for being highly skilled and have seen death in the face before. Guru laughs at the statement highly skilled, saying how he only gets excited from fighting the S-class heroes, not the A and B class surrounding him. Death Gatling unexpectedly responds and agrees with him, saying there is a hierarchy in the Hero Association. There are even meetings only for the S-class and how the lower tier heroes don't receive any fame. By taking down the Hero Hunter, they will finally receive the recognition they deserve. Guru is amused at their reason to defeat him but suddenly staggers before saying another word. His vision blurs and his breathing becomes harder, to which he assumes the poison from Shooter's arrows is the reason. Guru thinks to himself how the heroes he faces are a staircase to becoming the monster he desires to be, and because of this, he doesn't back down. Shooter, Smile Man and Chain and Toad attack simultaneously but Guru dodges their attacks. Stinger sees Guru's slower speed and surmises the poison has circulated, further weakening him. However, Guru remains defiant, remembers a childhood memory of how he was asked by children as to why he roots for the monsters in a TV show. Guru staggers again and Chain and Toad chains his ankle. As Smile Man winds up his kendama for Earth Rotation of Doom, Guru takes a stance and redirects the attack to Chain and Toad with Water Stream Rock Smashing Fist. Guru takes the scythe of Chain and Toad's chain and cuts the rope of Smile Man's kendama. Gun tries to shoot Guru but is defeated when Guru punches the dama, the ball of the kendama, and is hit. The dama bounces around trees from the sheer forces of Guru's punch. It nearly hit Wildhorn when he extends his pile driver and smashes it into harmless pieces. The hero is soon shocked when Guru appears behind the shards but is unable to escape due to his legs being chained by Guru. Shooter launches a volley of arrows into the air to stop Guru but the hero hunter grabs Wildhorn and uses him as a meat shield to deflect the volley. Glasses tries to stop Guru by throwing stones at speed but Guru catches them with his greater speed between his fingers and flings them at Shooter with even greater force, incapacitating the archer before he could fire again. Stinger then charges and aims his spear but Guru violently slams Wildhorn into the ground, knocking him out and using him as a shield. Shocked and unable to attack, Stinger retreats back. Guru is amused and pleased he has defeated 4 of the 8 heroes. Smile Man tells Death Gatling that taking Guru alive isn't an option now and he agrees that Guru brought his death on himself. Despite the poison blurring his vision, Guru runs and speeds around the forest, with Glasses in pursuit. Glasses wonders how despite the injuries Guru has suffered, he is still pushing them towards defeat. Guru yells at Stinger to fight him one-on-one. When Stinger tries to charge at Guru, Death Gatling is about to fire his weapon when the hero hunter grabs a tree root from the ground and wildly swings it around, giving him the distraction to kick Smile Man and defeat him. As Garou insults Stinger for being as stupid as he is, Death Gatling surmises that Garou can't dodge his Gatling gun and fires walls of bullets at Garou, ripping the forest around him. Garou runs away from the fire and runs towards Glasses, who then starts running as well. Garou taunts him for wanting to fight him before and is now running from his opponent. Garou repeatedly punches Glasses and forces him to block and go on the defensive. Glasses recalls how he would hold back the Blizzard group, with Mountain Ape saying how they shouldn't have to split their earnings with him. Just a newbie, and hearing this, Glasses timidly agrees on but remains upset at their words. One day, Demonic Fan appears and decimates the group, with Glasses as the last one standing. As the monster goes in for the kill, Glasses says his last words when a cape flies in his face. Saitama arrives and effortlessly punches Demonic Fan out of the building. Glasses voices how he is just a normal man at his limits fighting crime, that he isn't cut out to be a hero. Saitama hears this and states that nothing decides their limits, giving Glasses the determination to continue as a hero. Back in the present, Glasses stands his ground, grabs Garou by the shoulder and tries to punch, but Garou is too quick and pummels the hero bloody. Stinger tries to jump into the fray but Death Gatling holds him back, thinking it was just a trap. However, Stinger can no longer bear to see his disciple beaten further and charges forward with gigantic drill Stinger. Garou sees this and uses Water Stream Rock Smashing Fist to stop the attack and pummels Stinger unconscious. Glasses tries to make a last stand but is finally knocked back and defeated by Garou, too slow and injured to fight. With Death Gatling the last one standing, he makes the decision to use his final move, Death Shower, as the downed heroes are away from the path of fire. Garou tries to warn him that a kid, Terrio, is inside the shed behind him but the hero doesn't listen to his lie. Death Shower is activated and a storm of bullets flies at Garou. Using Water Stream Rock Smashing Fist again, he deflects nearly all the bullets around him in the shed, saving Terrio, at the cost of a few hitting him. An utterly shocked Death Gatling sees Garou still standing and takes aim, but Garou doesn't flinch. He taunts him by mentioning how Death Shower expends all his ammunition at once. A proud Garou states that Death Gatling has proven firearms don't work on the hero hunter and taunts the hero by echoing the same words he said to him earlier. This shouldn't have happened. He insults him further that they should have just bothered to call in an S-class hero and the situation would have been different. A defiant Death Gatling voices how despite not being S-class, he and the other heroes still risked their lives to stop evil. The hero raises a blade and charges at Garou, only to be knocked away without Garou flinching. Garou calls the A-class hero's efforts pathetic and crushes his Gatling gun to pieces. Terrio walks out of the shed and approaches Garou, but when he turns to see him still alive, Terrio only sees the defeat of the heroes and the bloodlusted hero hunter in front of him and runs away in fear, calling for help. Garou tries to raise a hand to call at Terrio but decides against it, instead pulling out the arrows in his back. Victorious but heavily injured, Garou walks away when a sudden blast erupts behind him. Genos arrives, summoned by a distress call from Glasses, and fully powered by a new body after his defeat by Guketsu. Despite his injuries, Garou attacks back and a battle rages in the forest. Both sides seem to tie in speed and power with Garou's skill matching Genos' upgrades. Genos uses Machine Gun Blow to pummel Garou when he attacks back with Water Stream Rock Smashing Fist and kicks Genos into the ground, burying him in rock. Garou leaps in the air to finish Genos when the earth around him begins to light up in flame. A blast fires from Genos' hand and barely misses Garou, knocking him back. Garou is amazed on how the cyborg tricked him into attacking and falling into his trap, while Genos is impressed that the hero hunter held his own effectively despite being in a weakened state. Meanwhile, Saitama seems about to win his first match against King when he suddenly uses a combo and defeats him, making it 81 wins to King and 0 to Saitama. An angered Saitama slams his head to the ground and King says how he lets Saitama think about his imminent victory only to trick him. He further states how he is simply button mashing to win and how he can easily win the match with his eyes closed, to Saitama's growing frustration. King gives the suggestion to give him his console to help him practice when his phone receives word of a monster. An excited Saitama readies himself to fight when King further mentions how the battle may already be over since S-class heroes have arrived. Saitama then raises the question as to why so many monsters appear in Z City, but King only states how unsanitary that would be. King then asks Saitama on Genos' whereabouts and mentions how the Monster Association has been a big issue lately and a monster recently defeated him. Saitama brushes the concerns away, stating he is Genos after all. Garou states how Genos both has incredible speed, a similar level of strength to Tank Top Master and his incineration cannon in his hand. As Guru walks away seemingly in defeat, Genos tells him to continue walking as there is no escape from him. Guru suddenly slows down and changes his stance, hunching his back and bringing his arms closer to him. Remembering Watchdog Man's moves, Guru adopts them and leaps around the trees with incredible speed, shocking Genos. Guru speeds around the forest and makes his way behind Genos before he can seemingly notice. The hero hunter rips away the cyborg's right arm when the arm grabs his throat automatically and releases cables from the hand, ensnaring him at a nearby tree. Genos tells him that the Monster Association is now a bigger issue and that the heroes have no time to deal with small fry like him. Guru becomes enraged and decides that defeating the S-class hero would make society fear him more. As Genos fires his cannon at Guru, the hero hunter breaks the tree holding him, moving him away from the blast. Guru rips away and rubs his blood into his hair, staining it as red as his bloodshot eye. Genos readies another blast when monsters appear to assist Guru. One of them asks Guru to join forces with the Monster Association only to be ignored. When it asks again, Genos has finished carving through all of them with blades from his forearms and kills the final monster, shocked that Guru has contact with the Monster Association. Learning from the previous day, Genos voices his determination that despite knowing there are monsters that eclipse him in power, he would never let his guard down. He recalls his Saitama sensei's words that he must train to the height of Roundup. Guru becomes shocked at this Saitama sensei and Genos responds that he is the ultimate hero and no monster can defeat him. As Genos readies his incineration cannon at Guru, Bang arrives and brutally kicks his former disciple in the face, knocking him away. Bomb arrives soon after to help Genos, with Bang handling Guru and Bomb dealing with the remaining monsters. Bang looks at Guru and talks to him, saying long time, no see. Recognizing the voice of his hated former master, Guru stands up to face him. As Bang readies his fighting stance, Guru cracks his hands and straightens his arms, setting the bones back. Guru remembers his childhood in the dojo, asking if his master was strong and questioning him. Sour Face arrives and berates the young boy for talking ill of Bang when Guru suddenly falls back and sleeps on the floor. Sour Face asks if he could throw the boy out of the dojo when the master instead suggests giving him something to eat when he awakes. Remembering this, Guru charges forward, with sharpened teeth and the rock-smashing fist ready, at the man who taught him what he knows now. Bang hits Guru with water stream rock-smashing fist and Guru counters with the same attack. Standing aside, Genos notes that Bang's mastery of the style is far superior to his disciples, saying how the battle has already been decided. Bang gives his all, kneeing Guru in the face and slamming Guru into the forest floor. Leaping into the air, he furiously assaults his former student, punching his chest into the ground. Guru himself pondering that Bang has never fought this aggressively before and worries his death may be imminent. With the moves taken from Watchdog Man's fighting style, Guru escaped the onslaught of fists and leaps around the trees, to Bang's confusion. He attempts to use Death Gatling's body as a shield, only to be kicked away by Bomb, having taken care of the monsters assisting Guru. Phoenix Man surveys the battle from above, noticing how Genos, Bang, and Bomb have defeated the monsters he sent. Knowing the consequences of disobeying Orochi, he realizes that in order to return to Orochi with Guru, Guru has to survive his battle against the heroes. Guru curses the fact that his former master is using the advantage that he is already beaten and his brother Bomb, master of Whirlwind Iron Cutting Fist, is with him to stop him. He then realizes that Genos is also there to stop him and Guru decides to kill all three in order to escape his situation. Guru, nearing death, sees his life flash before him and reminisces on a particular memory of playing in the playground with the other kids. One of them, Tatsu, kicks another child to replicate Justice Man. When Guru notes of the potential danger of replicating the show, Tatsu orders the other children to surround Guru and insist Guru be the monster himself. At school, Guru starts a fight, tired of Tatsu's treatment of him, only for the principal to condescendingly insist Guru is the one at fault. This is the fuel that drives Guru forward and he continues to attack the heroes, splitting the ground and knocking Bang and Bomb back. As Guru prepares to attack again, Phoenix Man appears above him and blows away the heroes with gusts of wind from his wings. He grabs the hero hunter by the shoulders and flies away. Bang, Bomb and Genos land unharmed and see a monster helping Guru. Genos attempts to shoot the two down, ignoring Bang's pleas. Phoenix Man suddenly yells that he is taking Guru and is leaving the rest to you. Shouting his name, Phoenix Man summons Elder Centipede, the dragon-level monster erupting out of the ground and stopping Genos' beam from hitting Guru and Phoenix Man. With the ground splitting from the creature's enormous size, the defeated heroes nearly fall into the chasm before being saved by the three. Guru becomes angered at the monster's intervention of his fight, only for Phoenix Man to respond by telling him to be quiet and let Elder Centipede finish the battle. Phoenix Man notes that according to Gyoro, only 4 S-class heroes stand a chance of beating the Centipede: Tatsumaki, Metal Knight, King, and the very hero that nearly kill him, Blast. Garou orders him to release him only to be told to calm down and let Elder Centipede kill the heroes. Phoenix Man states that while the three are obviously very powerful, Bang and Bomb's martial arts would be useless and Genos lacks the firepower to kill something of Elder Centipede's size. The monster charges forward and Genos retaliates by firing his incineration cannons into his face and eyes. He steps back and lets the two brothers attack. Together, they combine their techniques to create whirlwind water stream roaring aura sky ripping fist, and the attack hits Elder Centipede directly, knocking the immense creature back. The duo don't let up and continue to attack, but Elder Centipede hits back, knocking Bang and Bomb away and only saved when Genos stops them from flying back any further. The monster's exoskeleton cracks and falls away, only to regrow in mere seconds and a new face grows back, signaling the creature has only gained more power, despite the brothers' efforts. Realizing they have no chance and the monster entering the city means civilian casualties, Genos steps up to try and stop Elder Centipede. The elder heroes try to stop him, saying how he is still young and has his life ahead of him. Genos himself remembers Dr. Kuseno's works to not push himself too far. Genos decides to fight anyway, flying to the monster and firing his cannons at its face. Genos, knowing Guketsu, Elder Centipede and Garou are part of the Monster Association and realizes a battle like this was inevitable. The demon cyborg flies to the centipede's face and slashes wildly at its eyes with his arm blades. Elder Centipede reels in pain but catches Genos' leg in his mouth and bites down, then grinds his face against his body to crush Genos. Genos breaks free but is caught by an antenna and is helpless as Elder Centipede's pincer slices his body in half. However, the halves of his body soon rejoin and the cyborg flies into its mouth, breaking one of its teeth. Inside, acidic fluids nearly kill Genos, but he retains enough strength to activate Ultra Spiral Incineration Cannon, burning the monster from the inside. Elder Centipede retches and spits out Genos, landing hard in the dirt away. Despite the hero's efforts, the exoskeleton fuses again, dissipating the heat and rendering Genos' attack useless. Elder Centipede tries to crush the fallen Genos, only for him to be saved by Bang. Garou, still in Phoenix Man's grasp, ponders the battle doesn't end right, that they are his prey and defeating them would make the hero hunter the greatest object of fear. Phoenix Man laughs at this, stating that Garou doesn't have what it takes to defeat Elder Centipede, let alone the upper echelon of the Monster Association. As Bang and Bomb run away from Elder Centipede, Genos thinks what he is missing that can beat the monsters like him, and he cannot simply watch a battle. When Bomb notes that they are luring the creature to the city, Bang drops the wounded Genos next to a tree and takes off his shirt, deciding to fight Elder Centipede even at the cost of his life. As Bang takes a stance and prepares to make a last stand, King appears in the forest. With a megaphone in hand, he calls out to Elder Centipede and states that he has brought Blast with him. Knowing his grudge against Blast, King insults and goads Elder Centipede into attacking. King remembers a plan to bring the creature to his location to prevent more city casualties. Elder Centipede charges forward, ready to kill King. King calls out to Saitama to save him and he arrives in the nick of time. Preparing a serious punch, Saitama hits Elder Centipede square in the face, killing him and causing his body to disintegrate. As Saitama and King collect themselves, they see Bang, Bomb and a heavily injured Genos. When King notices how Saitama seems refreshed, he responds by saying that throwing the punch helped relieve his anger from his consecutive losses to him. Genos appears as master and asks for what he is lacking. When Saitama suggests he is lacking power, Genos furiously thanks him for his advice, causing King to worriedly tell him not to use Saitama as an example. Genos tells himself how his battles have shown him the way and what true strength is. Saitama humbly suggests going home.